Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. All right. That's awesome. Scary. Great. I've been sat here talking to myself, thinking I was recording. Luckily, I had my flashback mop going. But yeah, look at what I found. So, dropped water just in case. Oh, here we go. Shulker right here, and bam, bam. Oh, he teleported. Of course he did. Well, I got my wings anyway. Yay. I'm glad I realized I wasn't recording before I did that. Oh, cool. All right. Ooh. All right, cool. I'm going to have to go fight that guy now. And my water is under the boat. Do I dare? You know, maybe not. I might want to just cut my losses right there. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, hi. Okay, good to know. All right, I'll probably want to leave some kind of an indicator for myself here. And then I guess I gotta find my way home. I'm not even gonna go bother with that. I came from this direction, I guess. I'm so tempted to go looking elsewhere, but I didn't even think to bring rockets. That wasn't very smart of me. So I can't even use my electric flyback. Of course. Well, hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome back. I am up here on my AFK platform above my creeper farm, and I've just started trying to like figure out shape and stuff. I think it's a great idea to go with this build. You have seen a few of my little clips in the end. I didn't stay for very long, but it gave me enough to, let's see. I got my, whoa, are my wings in here? Yes. Gave me enough. I got my wings. I ended up enchanting them. And then with my creeper farm and my sugar farm, I do have some rockets. So actually, you know what? Let's do this. Might as well, since I'm all the way up here, take my first flight. Actually, we'll go check and see if I got any gunpowder down there. I don't think I do because I haven't been up here for very long. Let's go see. Oh, it's so nice. It's a little starter area over there. And then Festivus, my base. It's so fast to just fly around. Oh, I do need to cover that up. But I think I ended up with maybe enough for like 8 or 10 shulker boxes worth of shells from the one city that I did explore. I didn't get much of that on camera. But I think most everybody understands the idea of end raiding. It's tedious. A lot of it is floating up in the sky. Actually, you know what? I could probably just keep my wings on. Let's just throw my chest plate in here. Why not? I did bring plenty of oak wood and lots of different wool colors. As you might have seen in my last video, I want to do something like a hot air balloon type of a thing here. Problem I'm going to have, and I might need to come up with, ooh, maybe my happy guest. I want to build this down. Well, do I want to? I was going to say I want to. Yeah, I'm going to have to cover at least that obsidian. So I'll get my happy gas to fill the floor part in. I might leave this part glass because, you know, spawning reasons. Let's see, this needs to be planks. And then, yeah, I'll have to work out the balloon shape. That's always the hardest part. Well, last time I did this, it was the hardest part because you've got to keep in mind that it's not just your average 2D circle. You've got to go 3D, and that gets a little tricky, especially with the hot air balloon shape because you want to go not entirely spherical. The top is going to be a little bit wider than the bottom. I didn't do the best job with ballooning it out in my server world. It's a little bit too narrow at the top, but I think it worked for what I needed it to, and like I said, it just took so much of my time. I think I worked on that for, I mean, it was at least months. It could have been like a year. So I was pretty much ready to be done with that project. Let me see. Let me grab, I guess, some slabs and my happy gas. And I can kind of at least start, well, I'll fix the ceiling here and get the basket part a little bit more mocked up. I didn't even think to grab snowballs. I had a little bit of a quick cut there. The surgical center just called. I had to get the time. Oh, come back down here, please. Had get the time that I need to show up for surgery on Monday. I might need snowballs. Can you come here, please? Come here. Hey, bud. Bud. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Don't go too far. So I would like to be able to get stuff I'm to be honest, my anxiety is kind of through the roof right now. Thinking about surgery. Where are my snowballs? Okay. Oh, I almost had it. And so I'm getting a little anxious. I'm really trying to get something recorded. Enough at least that if I can't play, at least I'll be able to edit. Hopefully it won't be too long in between the last one and the one I'm doing now. If I, for some reason, just can't get enough done before Monday, it's going to be a little bit of a break. It does take a little, oh, whoops, a little bit of getting used to build on a flying ghast. Happy ghast, whatever. I think all I have to do is this. Oh man, I'm so frazzled now. Shoot, I thought maybe playing after that phone call was gonna help me. I can't even think straight right now. Oh goodness. Because of the size of the balloon, I might have to make this platform a little bit smaller because just based on looking at real life hot air balloon pictures, the basket is pretty small. And then the balloon part itself is like 10 baskets tall. So if I went with this size, it would just be pretty crazy. So I'm also trying to consider if a too wide portal might even be a better way to go, just so that I can frame it out maybe in wood. I'm gonna have to have a think about that, and try to get my anxiety under control here. But it's nice to use my happy ghast, I guess. So sure. Had to resize this a little bit so it would actually be a 4x4. I had one side 4 and the other one was 5. So I think we're good now. I do have a little bit of a problem up at the top I want to address. Let's see, we'll go up here. And then I think I'll just fill these in like this. I can texture them, and I want to, but right now I think I just want to get an idea, because I think I want all this to go one higher. Oh, he just pushed me right off of there. That's okay. This gives me a little bit of a better idea, and then I can put the slabs on top of there. That should work. I don't want to break his lead. Can I just grab it? Okay, good. Good. Perfect. If I do a ladder, maybe I can close all this up because I can put... Okay, yep, nope. That's a much better idea. Go like that. And then all I have to do is figure out how tall from the basket to where the balloon starts. Come up with some kind of, I don't like wires, or it would probably be fences that attach the balloon to the basket. I gotta relight this portal and probably move this chest. But in terms of a really boring box, take a look. Oh, I don't love that. I'm going to have to fix that. Yeah, it is pretty boring. Maybe I'll do stairs. Maybe I'll change that to spruce. So I got a few things I still need to work out, I guess. May take care of that, and then I'll be back. I successfully moved the chest from down there up to here. I kind of cleaned up the, oh, no, you can't see it here. Cleaned up the outside of this box. And after I did all that, I was able to put my happy gas back home, back home. So now I think what I want to do is change the top part of this out a little bit. I've got some spruce now. Let's get the railings figured. And I might have to leave the balloon part for another time, because I know it's going to take forever. Maybe I'll get started on it. I'm not entirely sure. Just get this stuff going. I want to put spruce instead of oak. And then in between, I think I want to do something a little different. Yeah, I think this will work. Do like that. Yep, perfect. Do I want to go inside of it? I think not. I think we'll go... something like that. And I think it's going to go up a couple first before it starts to go out, because this is supposed to be the narrow part. How does this look? Too narrow. I can work with this starting shape. I might mess around with this a little bit. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to finish the balloon part. Maybe I can get it rough outlined, or at least started. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, well, I'll work on this for a little bit. All right, so this is what I've kind of sketched out so far. Of course, the clouds are in the way. I'm not entirely sure about this bottom shape. I think it's okay to be a little bit more square, since that's the most narrow part. But at least I have a bit of a shape. So if I have a chance here in a little while, maybe I'll do like a time lapse of working more on this balloon, but I figured I'd at least show you some of the thought process before I get doing that. So I put the rest of the supplies in here. Oh, I can light the portal, I suppose. And I know I do have wings, but make sure it links up, it should, and then head home. All right, so I came back and I did some work and I recorded some clips and it didn't have audio. So I'm going to show you the progress of what happened with a little bit of a like voice overlay here. Figured I wanted to try to wrap up this episode with something easy because one-handed is a little bit still tricky for me. So I decided to go in and pack up some supplies, grab my shulker box, and get to work. Started out just placing some stone slabs and cobblestone blocks just to get a feel for actual shape and layout. Slowly went out and tweaked everything from there. The next task was to get the edges kind of worked out and create the inside of being path blocks. I would like something to go in the middle, but I haven't figured out exactly what that's going to be. It could be a little greenery or flower area or even maybe some kind of water feature. So I spent some time on that, got that all wrapped up, and I think at this point, this is probably an okay time to say goodbye. So hopefully it won't be too long before the next one, and I do already have some plans. So hopefully you stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Bye.